Well, back here closer to home tonight, nearly 9 months after we were supposed to have legislative maps for the election, a decision by a federal district court this weekend has given us some answers. In case you missed the news, State House reporter Morgan Trout brings us up to date on that primary, which will happen in just 2 months.
We finally seem to have a conclusion to the Ohio redistricting debacle.
A majority of the Supreme Court thinks that the redistricting commission's approach to the legislative maps is constitutionally problematic.
The Ohio Supreme Court rejected maps for being unconstitutional and gerrymandered for a 5th time on Wednesday. Chief Justice Maureen O'Connor said the Republicans engaged in a stunning rebuke of the rule of law by refusing to create legal maps. Even though there were threats of holding the commissioners in contempt for not following the law, the court never followed through, thus leading to now. After Republicans filed to get a federal court involved, 2 Trump appointees stepped in.
How those 2 courts interplay is key.
In a 2-1 decision, federal judges gave the okay for Republicans to move forward, disregarding what the Ohio High Court said. Constitutional lawyer Jonathan Enton says the House map has about a 54-45 GOP advantage. The Senate has an 18-15. He and other lawyers add that nearly 20 of the Democratic House districts and about 10 in the Senate are considered political toss-ups. None of the Republican districts are. In early May, Secretary of State Frank LaRose urged for an early August primary date. The May 3rd primary had a rocky start, with him saying boards of elections were rushed due to not agreeing on maps.
And we're warning right now that we don't want to end up with that same compressed timeline. We want them to have the normal 100 days that they have to get everything set up.
The next primary will take place on August 2nd. Voters will choose their state house and Senate lawmakers and members of the state central committee, which could be the chair of one of the state political parties. In a directive sent out by LaRose this weekend, he says that even though the date for the legislative primary has moved, no new names will be added to the primary ballot. Independent candidates can still file up until August 1st to petition to be on the general election ballot. All of this information and what you need to know about your polling information is online at news5cleveland.com. At the State House, Morgan Trout, News 5.